Chosen ones, you are the nightmare that keeps them awake at night. They dare not even utter your name, for your very existence brings an end to the false order they have built. You are their secret fear, the truth they cannot silence. Now the stage is yours. Write 777 in the comments, because everyone who tries to stop your destiny will have to watch you rise. They thought they could hide in the shadows, out of sight, behind closed doors. But what they didn't realize is that every secret they held was nothing more than a crack in the surface, waiting to be exposed. While you were focused on nurturing your path, the one you once trusted was busy sowing seeds of doubt behind your back. But now, the truth has come roaring out into the open like a storm. This wasn't just a simple betrayal, it was a calculated attempt to chip away at everything you worked for. Words whispered in corners, conspiracies spun with precision, designed to destroy your reputation while you were too focused on your journey to notice. It was a betrayal so subtle, yet so deliberate, aimed directly at your foundation. But here's where the universe stepped in, with perfect timing. As their web of lies unraveled, their entire world began to fall apart. The social circles they once controlled are now collapsing around them, and their reputation, it's in tatters. The same hands that tried to pull you down are now struggling to keep their own lives together, and the irony couldn't be more poetic. It's as if the universe itself turned the tides. What was once buried in darkness has now been thrust into the spotlight, visible to all who matter. The whispers that once circled have now become loud, undeniable truths. The actions done behind your back are now on full display for everyone to witness. The cosmic scales of justice have been set in motion, and those who once believed they could hide their deceit have had their secrets exposed for all to see. Just as a seed is planted in the ground, unseen and small, but always growing toward the light, so too did this person try to act from the shadows. They thought their actions would go unnoticed, like a whisper carried away by the wind. But the truth, my friend, is that no action, no matter how subtle, goes unnoticed in the eyes of the universe. Just as the roots of that seed grow deep into the soil, so too does every move they made become anchored, recorded, and eventually revealed. They thought they were unseen, but the universe saw it all, and it kept perfect records. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. They operated like a shadow, slipping in and out of your life with deception, thinking they could escape the watchful eyes of the divine. But the truth is, every single action they took was being observed. The universe operates like an all-seeing, ever-present force. It's like a spiritual watchtower, a place where no movement goes unnoticed, no action unrecorded. While they believed they could hide in the dark, the light was always there, ready to expose what they tried to conceal. Every secret whisper, every twisted plan, every word spoken behind your back was known and recorded long before it even happened. Now they stand exposed, their actions laid bare for everyone to see. What they thought they could get away with in the dark has now come into the light, where it can no longer be hidden. The universe doesn't need to take direct action. It merely allows the natural order to unfold. They may have thought they were moving in secrecy, but nothing stays hidden forever. The divine has a way of pulling the cover off of every secret, unveiling the truth at exactly the right moment. And now, as the truth surfaces, they can no longer hide. The universe has watched, and now those around you are beginning to see what was hidden from them. You see, when someone operates in deceit, they're setting up their own downfall. Every plot, every action that was meant to harm you has only led to their exposure. Like a dam built to hold back the water, the truth was pushed down for a time. But now, the dam has cracked, and the truth is flooding out. They thought their words and actions could stay in the shadows, but like daylight breaking over the horizon, their deeds have been brought to light. And now, what they tried to hide is being revealed to the very people they worked so hard to deceive. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. There is no escaping the cosmic record. What they didn't understand is that the universe doesn't need a witness to prove anything. It operates on principles of cause and effect, of balance and justice. Every action they took to undermine you, every scheme they attempted, was being logged in the divine ledger. The truth of their actions has always been waiting to be revealed, and now the time has come. There's no escaping the cosmic law of accountability. What was hidden in the dark is now in the light, and everyone can see it for what it is. Every action they took against you has only strengthened you, and as they continue to fall apart, you will continue to shine. The universe does not make mistakes, and what was meant for you will always find its way to you. They may have tried to hurt you, but in the end, their actions will only fuel your rise. What they hoped would remain in the shadows is now playing on a loop for all to witness. Their every whispered lie, every covert action meant to diminish your spirit is now public knowledge. The cosmic courtroom has made its judgment, and the world is watching. The universal CCTV has caught them red-handed, and the footage is clear for all to see. What they did in the dark has been exposed to the light, and now the consequences are unfolding. Their betrayal wasn't just a minor setback, it was a violation of universal law, and the forces of the universe have begun to deliver what they have rightfully earned. The cosmic laws that govern truth and justice have begun to spin, and no one escapes that. Like a house built on sand, their world is now starting to crack. It seemed so strong once, secure in its place, but now, with every passing day, the foundation beneath them is shifting, crumbling away. What they thought was solid, what they believed they could rely on, is now unraveling. It's as if the very fabric of their existence is being torn apart. What once felt like a steady path forward has now become a sinking ship. The walls they built around themselves, walls of deceit, manipulation, and empty promises, are crumbling, and they are left to witness it. This isn't just a matter of bad luck, my friend. No, this is the universe at work. You see, the universe does not make mistakes. It operates on perfect timing, with a precision that cannot be ignored. And right now, what you are witnessing is nothing short of divine justice at play. The actions they've taken, the choices they've made, all of it has been recorded. Everything they put out into the world, all the hurt they caused, the lies they spread, it's all coming back to them now. The weight of their deeds is now too heavy to carry. Their past has caught up with them, and now they must face it. It's happening in real time. There's no denying it. Where they once stood tall, pretending to have it all together, now they stumble, and with each step, they're being pulled deeper into the pit they dug. Their finances are slipping through their fingers like sand. What once seemed like an unshakable foundation has turned to dust. Relationships they thought would last forever are now falling apart. The connections they so carefully nurtured for their own benefit are unraveling, and all they can do is watch as it all crashes down. They are facing a cosmic reckoning, a payback of their own making. Every action they took to manipulate and control, every person they betrayed, now it's all coming back to them with the force of a tidal wave. Imagine the universe as a great river flowing steadily through time. It doesn't hurry. It doesn't force its path. It moves with the precision of nature, carving valleys and creating landscapes, never rushing, but always working toward its purpose. The river doesn't panic. It doesn't act out of urgency. It simply flows, carving its way through obstacles, removing what doesn't belong, and reshaping the world as it moves. And just as the river's course is inevitable, so too is the flow of divine justice. You see, the universe operates in the same way. It moves with purpose, with divine rhythm, and ensures that balance is restored, even when we don't understand how or why. The universe moves with perfect timing. When something is meant to happen, it happens. There is no rush, no panic, and no delay. Things fall into place when they are meant to. And the lessons, dear one, are not just for the ones who wronged you. They are for all of us watching. You see, the laws of the universe work in ways that we cannot always comprehend, but they work nonetheless. These laws are not designed to harm anyone. Rather, they are there to restore balance, to correct what has gone wrong, and to bring things back into alignment with divine order. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. What they thought they could hide, the lies, the manipulation, the deceit, has now come to the surface. Like a well-tended garden, hiding weeds beneath the surface, the truth was always going to reveal itself. You see, the universe has a way of shining a light into the darkest corners, a way of exposing what has been hidden. And now that it has, they are paying the price, not in secret, not in silence, but in front of the very world they tried to deceive. They can no longer hide. The cosmic scales of justice are tipping, and there is nowhere for them to run. The energy they sent out, the negativity, the harmful actions, they thought they could escape the consequences. But the universe doesn't forget. Like a seed planted in the earth, every action they took, every word they spoke has been growing, and now it has bloomed into full view for all to witness. What they thought they buried deep is now flourishing above the surface, and they must face it. There is no escaping it. The truth has been laid bare, and they are forced to pay the price for what they've done. The world sees it. The world knows. Just like the river flows, carving its path through the land, the universe has carved its path through their deceit. And now, as it all unfolds, you see the balance being restored. What was out of order has now been corrected. What was hidden has now been exposed. Their actions were a disruption to the natural flow of things, and now the universe is stepping in to restore the divine order. You might wonder why it took so long. Why the waiting? But everything in the universe has its time, its moment to come into fruition. And now the time has come for them to face what they've done. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Their schemes were like shadows, creeping around, trying to avoid the light. But the universe's light is unyielding, and now those shadows are no longer able to hide. What was whispered in secret is now being shouted from the rooftops. The world is seeing them for what they are, and there is no escape. Their attempt to manipulate the flow of energy, to twist things to their advantage, has only amplified the eventual truth. Now, they are paying the price for every attempt to manipulate the natural order. The energy they put out is coming back to them, and they are feeling it in full force. Understand this: there is no coincidence in the universe. Everything happens in divine timing. What they did, what they sowed, has grown, and now the harvest is here. Just as a seed grows into a tree, so too do their actions grow into consequences. The fruit of their labor, the fruits of deceit, are now ripe for picking, and they must face what they've planted. The harvest is not delayed. It comes when it is meant to, and they are standing in the midst of it now, with no way to avoid what's coming their way. What they thought they could get away with, the harm they thought they could cause without consequences, is now being undone. The order of the universe has a way of fixing itself. They can't stop it. They can't stop the flow of justice. Just as day follows night, just as the seasons change in their time, so too does justice unfold. The universe has a way of taking care of the wrongs, of bringing balance back. And now, they are facing the consequences of their actions, and they will continue to face it because the universe has a perfect way of righting the wrongs. The truth is now before them, undeniable, exposed, and it will not be hidden. The light has shined where they tried to keep it dark, and now they must stand in the truth they thought they could avoid. The universe works in mysterious ways, but one thing is clear: it does not tolerate deceit. It does not allow manipulation to go unchecked. And now, their manipulation is being undone, and they must watch as their world crumbles around them. Their carefully constructed lies are falling apart, and they are helpless to stop it. So let this be a reminder to us all. The universe works in divine timing. The balance will always be restored, even when it seems like things are falling apart. What is meant to be will always find its way, and the truth will always come to light. This is not punishment. It's divine correction. It's the universe's way of bringing things back into alignment, of restoring the order that was once disrupted. And as the truth comes to light and their world unravels, you can rest assured that balance is being restored. Their attempts to disrupt the flow of the universe have failed, and now they are left to face the results of their actions. Just as a stone thrown into a pond creates ripples, so too have their actions created ripples that now return to them. The universe doesn't make mistakes, it operates with perfect precision, and their actions have set this process in motion. There's no escaping the natural laws that govern everything, and now, as they stand in the wake of their choices, they can only watch as the universe restores balance and harmony. They have sown chaos, and now they must reap the whirlwind. This isn't something that will happen quietly in the background. No, the universe ensures that their fall is loud and clear. It won't be a subtle whisper in the dark. Their failures, their betrayals, their lies, everything will be exposed, and with every exposure, they'll feel the weight of it. With every ounce of truth revealed, they will realize that there's no place left to hide. The universe has a way of shining light into the darkest corners, and right now, their darkest secrets are being brought into the open for all to see. There's no running, no evading the consequences. It's here, in the open, and they must face it. It's like throwing a stone into a calm pond. The ripples spread far and wide, touching everything around it. And so, it is with their actions. The ripple effect of their betrayal has reached much further than they anticipated. The people they once thought they could control, the people they once deceived, are now rising up, seeing the truth. Their web of lies is being untangled, and every thread they pulled to entrap others is now unraveling in front of them. They can no longer pretend. They can no longer hide behind the curtain of manipulation. The truth has been revealed, and now they must reckon with it. Just like a farmer who plants seeds and nurtures them, expecting a harvest, they are now facing the harvest of everything they've sown. The seeds of deceit they planted years ago have now grown into full-grown trees, heavy with fruit that they cannot escape. This is their harvest. The crop they've cultivated, watered with lies and manipulation, is finally ready to be reaped, and they will have no choice but to face the consequences of what they've planted. There's no turning back now. The universe has already ensured that the cycle is complete. And this, my friend, is where karma comes in. You see, karma isn't about revenge, it's about balance. It's about making sure that everything comes into alignment. And for them, this is the alignment. Their actions, no matter how far back they go, are now coming full circle. Every wrong they did, every soul they hurt, every betrayal they committed, it's all coming back to them now. And no matter how hard they try to avoid it, it's going to catch up with them. Karma doesn't miss, and it doesn't give mercy. It only gives what's deserved. And right now, they are getting exactly what they have earned. In the midst of their chaos, remember this: the universe operates on a level of precision that we cannot fully comprehend. Everything that is happening to them is happening because it was meant to. The divine order of things ensures that the right people get what they deserve, and the wrongdoers will face the truth of their actions. This isn't about hatred. This isn't about wishing ill on them. This is about balance. This is about universal justice, making sure that what is right is made right. And when the truth comes to light, there's nothing they can do to stop it. All the illusions they once created, all the lies they once told to maintain their image, are now crumbling. The mask they wore has been ripped off, and now they stand exposed, vulnerable, and broken. They thought they could hide forever, but the truth always finds a way. And now, it is here. They cannot escape. The universe has set the wheels in motion, and no one can stop it. No one can prevent the cosmic balance from being restored. What they don't realize is that their downfall is also a part of the divine plan. Just as they face their consequences, you are rising. Their failures, their mistakes, their betrayal, it's all a part of the grand cosmic shift that is taking place. The universe is making space for your growth, for your expansion. You are moving forward, and they are falling back. But this is not the end. It's the beginning. A new chapter awaits. A chapter where your light shines even brighter and their shadows fade away. The universe is making room for you to step into your divine purpose, and nothing will stand in your way. Their efforts to keep up appearances are failing. They once stood tall and proud, but now they're hunched, weighed down by the consequences of their actions. What was once easy and effortless for them has now become a struggle. The doors that once opened for them now close in their face, and people who once welcomed them with open arms now step away, sensing the negative energy that surrounds them. Their decline isn't just physical or social, it's spiritual. The breakdown they're experiencing is reflected in every part of their life, financially, emotionally, and physically. It's all connected. The universe makes sure the internal turmoil manifests in the world they've created for themselves. Their physical being now reflects the dissonance within their soul. At the root of this betrayal is envy. It's that gnawing, corrosive feeling that grows inside when someone else's light becomes too bright to ignore. Your light, your presence, your success. These things exposed what they couldn't stand to face within themselves. Their own insecurity, their own lack, made them feel small in comparison. Your abundance, your growth, only highlighted their spiritual poverty. Every time they looked at you, they felt that bitterness growing inside them. They mistook your success as a sign of their failure. They saw your blessings as something taken from them, not realizing that your journey was your own, just as theirs was theirs. But rather than acknowledge their own shortcomings, they chose to project their jealousy onto you, trying to bring you down to their level. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles. Feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed and let the light of the Lord guide your path. But the universe doesn't work like that. The laws of the cosmos are far more powerful than their petty schemes, and even now, they're watching from the sidelines as you continue to rise. Your success, your blessings, your growth, it all triggers their unresolved issues. Every new victory you achieve deepens their frustration, reminding them of everything they failed to achieve by acting out of envy instead of growth. Now, they're desperate. After everything has fallen apart, they're reaching out, trying to reconnect, trying to reclaim a piece of what they lost. They can't accept the new reality where you've moved on, where you've prospered without them. But the universe has already set the stage. Their timing is off, their approach is hollow, and their efforts fall flat. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. They've tried to come back, haven't they? With their empty apologies, with their promises of change, but it's all a show, a last-ditch effort to regain control over something they've already lost. They approach with carefully chosen words, but their actions speak louder than their empty promises. They hope to latch on to you again, to feed off the energy you've created, but they don't realize the universe has already cut them off. Recognize the shield around you. It's not just coincidence, it's divine protection. The universe has put in place a barrier to protect your energy, to ensure that no one can come back and drain what you've built. They've already had their chance, and now the space you've created is filled with higher vibrations, more authentic connections, and blessings that they can no longer access. Your spiritual growth has made you stronger. Your intuition, your discernment, your understanding of who you are, this has all been upgraded. The more they try to pull you back into their chaos, the more you expand. Your clarity is sharper now than ever before. Your ability to see through the illusion is stronger. You are in control of your energy, and you won't let anyone, especially them, disrupt your divine journey. Everything is falling into place exactly as it should. The universe's timing is always perfect. While they continue to struggle, you thrive. Every lesson, every challenge has brought you to this point of immense power and clarity. You are aligned with the divine plan, and no one can take that from you. Your journey is just beginning, and the opportunities ahead are limitless.